Welcome to our Devos. We are talking about a season of reaping, and we're talking all about reaping. And I want to flip the discussion of reaping on its head for a moment, and I want to focus on some of you that are blessed because of a previous generation, or you're blessed because of work that someone else sowed in your life or around your life, and how that bit of sowing of seed has caused you to be prosperous. This would be for those of you in particular who, let's say your parents managed their money a certain way, and they managed their money in a way where they were setting up their stuff as a blessing to their children. Some people are like that in the church. You don't hear about that as much, because we typically talk about dealing with dysfunction, and we talk about how you have to break generational curses. We talked about that over the weekend. But there are some people whose parents have thought so much of them that they've blessed them in their generation by the way they sowed. And now you, as the recipient, are in a generation of reaping. Well, when we are in those seasons, I want you to realize that God was using that previous generation to bless you in your current generation. And when that happens, this is what you have to realize. You want a harvest that you didn't earn is still a gift. It's not a wage. A harvest that you didn't earn is still a gift. It's not a wage. I said this in church. I'll say it again here for the purpose of repetition. But I don't take for granted the fact that when I came to the church, almost everything was built. This was I started coming to the church almost 25 years ago is when I started attending the church. And I started working for the church about 22 years ago. So I did not come onto the scene and build the church building that we're in. I didn't come onto the scene and build the cafe building. Pastor Mike did all that. I did not come onto the scene and figure out how we were going to build certain things and structure the services and figure a lot of that stuff out. A lot of that stuff was done. I came into something of a season where the church began to reap. The church's attendance was a certain size. And then when Pastor Mike started doing different things and we started working together, the church's attendance began to increase. But that seed was sown previously. So what I did is I helped the person that built these things build more things. That's what my claim to fame is. He founded it, and I helped him fortify it and continue to help him as we continue to build things. Now, why do I say that? I say that because I don't feel guilty about being in a situation of blessing in a role like this. Not at all. And I don't want the staff people that we've hired since then to feel guilty. This is an amazing thing that Pastor Mike sowed seeds years ago where there was no harvest in the horizon at all. He did that to bless this current generation. You're sitting in a church that is blessed because of the generational sowing that the pastor did for your benefit. So why do I say all that? I say all that is sometimes God uses people like that in your life. And the sooner that you get comfortable with that, the more you'll be able to enjoy that those blessings have come from the Lord through the hands of others that have sown that type of seed. In Ephesians chapter 2, 8 through 9, this is the ultimate act of seed that was sown that we didn't do anything for. This is talking about Christ and salvation through Christ. It says that for by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. It's a gift of God, not a result of works, that no one may boast. None of us are boasting about our salvation. Jesus sowed the salvation. He's the one that did all the work, all of it. We didn't do anything for that. And what do we get to do now? Well, we get to be blessed by it, and we get to enjoy it, and we get to celebrate it, and it will cause us to remember the goodness of God when we think about how we have been forgiven. That's exactly how to view a season of reaping that you didn't earn. Maybe your parents helped you. Maybe somebody in your family gave something to you. Maybe you inherited something. Maybe you got a job that you didn't deserve, and somebody took a chance, and they sowed a seed, and you got that job, whatever. How do you handle it? You enjoy it. You thank God for it. You do the right thing in your season to reflect the goodness that's been given to you from a previous season. It's all about reaping. That's how you reap well. But where we go wrong is when we start to say, well, I kind of did this and this was my thing. No. God uses other people often to give you a reaping season that you didn't deserve. And if you're in that season, then you should enjoy it and thank the Lord for his providential hand.